Guys, we're going to take a little bit of a break from the Star Wars The Old Republic stuff as I work on the Flashpoint video, as I work on my final thoughts of the Flashpoint changes that I have been grinding for the past 2 days. And my thoughts on that, we get some Bungie news that, oh my god, I just have to talk about because holy crap. So for those of you who don't know, Bungie is actually becoming slowly part of Sony Online Studios, I believe. Basically, Sony had bought Bungie for like $3.6 billion. Sorry if you guys hear my cat and my puppy in the background. Since Bungie had bought them, haven't really delivered on what Bungie was supposed to be doing for Sony. And I guess part of the deal was supposedly that Sony would eventually come in and take over what was going to be Bungie at the time if they didn't deliver and meet certain milestones. Basically, that has happened now. I didn't think we would start seeing the effects of this for a while, but I'm starting to think that it's happening now. So this breaking news, Pete Parsons, studio head of Bungie, has stepped down. I'm gonna put big ol' quotation marks around step down because this doesn't feel like a stepped down willingly situation. This feels like Sony came in and told this man, go, get out, resign now or we will fire you. So we're gonna take a look at passing the torch, and I guess this is from Pete Parsons to the Bungie community. After more than 2 decades of helping build this incredible studio, establishing the Bungie Foundation, and growing inspiring communities around our work, I have decided to pass the torch. This journey has been the honor of a lifetime. I am deeply proud of the worlds we've built together and the millions of players who call them home. And most of all, I am privileged by the opportunity to work alongside the incredible minds at Bungie. When I was asked to lead Bungie in 2015, my goal was to grow us into a studio capable of creating and sustaining iconic, generation-spanning entertainment. We've been through so much together. We launched a bold new chapter for Destiny, built an enviable and independent live ops organization capable of creating and publishing its own games, and joined the incredible family at Sony Interactive Entertainment. Today marks the right time for a new beginning. The future of Bungie will be in the hands of a new generation of leaders, and I am thrilled to announce that Justin Truman will be stepping into the leadership position as Bungie's new studio head. I have worked alongside Justin for many years. His passion for our games, our team, and our players is unmatched. As a leader in engineering, production, and design, and most recently as general manager for Destiny 2, our chief development officer, he has been instrumental in bringing some of the most memorable moments in Bungie's history to life. He lives and breathes this studio, and I have full confidence that he is the right person to lead Bungie forward. Thank you for being the best, most passionate community in gaming. It has been a privilege to serve you. As for me, I'll be second star to the right and straight on till morning. Oh my gosh, so I already know that there are so many people celebrating this man's leaving. For those of you who don't know, Pete Parsons has been basically seen as the rock around Destiny and Bungie's throat for like the past year, especially because all of the layoffs that have happened have been under his purview, and including the one where he fired a woman literally a week and a half before her maternity leave. And apparently he spent like $2 million on a private car collection, which was taken out of the money that Sony had given them out of the $3.6 billion. And then he invited people to his house to show off his cars. This freaking dude is a mad lad. I swear to God. This feels like EA levels of evil that I can't not even put into words. So obviously people are celebrating quite a bit. Oh my God, the Twitter responses are freaking gold. Oh my God. But I was more focused on the guy who was jumping in, because I didn't remember who Justin Truman was. And then I was reminded in an Aztecross video that he was the guy at GDC who talked about the train station and over-delivering, and how he said that Destiny 2 Forsaken, one of the best expansions in Destiny 2's history, was over-delivering. But I guess the kind of the bright side of this is that Justin is, he's a producer. He's an he worked on the engineering side, and I'm going to get to the other half of the letter because I think that he'll probably go into a little bit of what he's done, because the next part is from Justin Truman, so I'm curious. A message from Justin Truman. In the 15 years I've been a developer at Bungie, I've worn a lot of different hats. As an engineer, I wrote some of the code I'm really proud of for our original weapon abilities and networking in Destiny 1. As a designer, I helped craft many of our Destiny 2 systems, including some of the in-game systems I got terribly wrong at Destiny 2 launch. As a producer, I helped our team build and roll out Destiny's first season. More recently, I've helped with our overall talent strategy as Chief Development Officer, and have been helping the Marathon team as we build our next world. Across all of these different roles, Bungie's purpose has stayed clear. We create worlds that inspire friendship. When we're at our best, we create those worlds alongside you, our player community, and build something that matters, something that's worth your time, your passion, and your investment in us. Something that I've learned hopefully over-delivers. He said it. Guys, he said it. I gotta look at that GDC video again, because that whole thing about over-delivering was turned into a meme for like the longest time, because they were like, oh, we don't want to over-deliver because that set expectations too high. Him calling this out, I don't know if that's a good thing. It feels like a good thing, but it could be a bad thing. I don't want to get debated though. I've also been part of these efforts at Bungie when we've maybe not been at our best, when we've stumbled and realized through listening to our community that we had missed the mark. I know I've personally learned a lot over the years, as have all of us here from those conversations. I am committed to supporting and working alongside every member of the team here as we continue pouring our hearts and souls into these worlds that we love, and that we hope have been worth your time and your passion. Because ultimately, these worlds only exist and thrive with you in them. We are hard at work right now doing that, both with Marathon and Destiny. We're currently heads down, but we'll have more to show you in both of these worlds later this year. In closing, I know I can speak for all of Bungie when I say, I appreciate your passion, your perspective, and the time you spend with us. Pura Dacia ad Astra, Justin Truman. Alright, my thoughts on this. Cautiously optimistic. Justin, if you're watching this, for the love of God, please put year 1 and year 2 stuff back in the game. If you want to save on space, just allow us to download it separately like they do with the Master Chief Collection. Like with the Master Chief Collection, you don't have to have every campaign installed. You can uninstall the ones you want and install the ones you do want, or you can uninstall the ones you don't want and install the ones you do want. So that would be great, because I would love Red War back, and I want the Leviathan back. Please bring the Leviathan back. But anyway, since this guy's an engineer and he worked on a lot of the systems in the game, I'm assuming he's going to be coming at this from more of a developer standpoint rather than a production standpoint. At least that's my hope, because as we know, those are two different schools of thoughts when you're developing a game. There's technologically what you can do, and then there's production-wise what you want to do. So I'm curious to see how someone like Justin can actually manage these systems together. I'm cautiously optimistic. Like I said, I've been playing Destiny for years, and I still find myself going back to it no matter how kind of boring it gets. You know, maybe he can make some changes that actually, gets me to come back to Destiny. I'm all for that. And I will say this, Bungie's better at listening to the community than Broadsword. Anyway, guys, that's it for this video. Like and subscribe to the channel for more gaming content, more Destiny content, more Star Wars content, and let me know in the comments what your favorite Destiny expansion was and why you loved it so much, and whether or not you want them to bring Red War back to the game. Remember, never trust a hut, always save the blue Twi'leks. Retortion me, and may the Force serve you well. And I'll see you Starside.